have it in me here. Yeah. So I will clean her brows. Oh, that's... Yeah. The next step is, she's not that dark, so I don't mind using this color for her brows. So you guys remember the steps. What was step 1?
Middle line.
Middle line. Madam.
Correct now.
Okay.
Correct now. Is it my English that's completely?
Well, so we are going to create the first middle line. So I take it from the point and then take it up. So, and then you see I keep adjusting it because you can put it in the middle, but it might be here. So you also adjust it here and make sure. Next, what do we do?
The 2, 3 points.
Measure.
Yeah, measure.
So
Sorry. Oh yeah.
now I put the 0 on there, right? And then I think here. And then now bring it down a little bit. Right? This thing, sometimes when you move it a certain way, it can hurt your client. So when you're working with this ruler, just be careful because you can leave it and then it will just slap your client's face. So just be careful. And so you see, I told you we'll use the line here, but she's that part of the rule that says she has a lot of hair here, and I don't want to shave that hair off. It will make your brow look weird. So I will take my starting point from not this last hair. I'll take it from this side. Do you get it? So I'll extend it up, and then it reads 1.2. Have you guys realized I'm not doing a dot? I'm actually doing a straight line down.
Yeah.
So we do 1.2, we mimic the same thing, 1.2. Another rule, sometimes your client's face, 1.2 here, so the reason why I use baby like cotton swab is it's to clean off little mistakes, something that you don't, something that baby wipe is too big for, you could use that. Some people have more hair starting than here, and that could be another problem that would throw you off. Sometimes you draw the brow and one looks like it's full and too long, the other looks like short, and it's because this brow is full all the way here and this brow is, hers is okay, but in terms of the fullness here, this side is more than this side. So don't let it disturb you. As far as I said, you're doing your measurements right, you're good. So we chose 1.2 here, so I'll take 1.2 here too. Do you get it? Now if you're looking at this box, you see it's almost even close. Arch. Now I will choose which brow I like, and then I'll work with that. I'll take this brow. I want to work with this today. Like her brows look pretty similar. I just like this brow because you see there's some space here, but this is full on. So I'll take this one instead. So I chose this side. So remember I told you most people, it starts from 4 to 5.5, but her arch hits at 4.5, and then I'll turn it within 5 because that's where her highest point is. So I'll take there, it was 4.5 and then 5. Exactly what you did on the model. But now there's hair, so you don't have to do the guessing of where to put an arch. Tail, this is the last hair, right? And you remember I told you we use the eyeliner too. So if this is the eyeliner, I don't want the tail to come longer than this side. So I'll put a tail at 7. You see, it touches literally the last hair. And we'll do the same thing here, 7. Right? When you do the eyeliner, sign, you realize that the brow stays within the mark.
Okay.
And then once we are done, remember we took this off, and then we started the real. And you see how this thing shifted. So when you're shading too, this whole thing might be there, and then you might put pigment on your bed. If it's black, okay, cool. But if it is the other color, no. So the next thing we do, what was the next thing we did? Step 3. No. No.
The 2 lines.
The 2 lines.
Oh,
So
yes.
first line, this was what I chose, right? Right? And the second line too here. And now we look at this box. Is it similar?
Yeah.
So if from the back you're getting 2 equal boxes, it makes you feel good. And then the next thing was to start lower, upper, and arch.
Yeah.
This was the point where I said it's easier when you're working on a human being because there's hair to start from. So she has the lower. There's always some hair that will come all the way on the ends, and no, you're taking where the bulk of a lower brow starts from. And looking at this, I would take it from here. Do you get it? Because I feel like if I take it down, when I start drawing, there'll be so much space with no hair.
Yeah.
I always want to hug the hair, especially at the front. You want hair to be there to make it look natural. So I'll hug her lower hair. You see, even if there's some hair outside it, that's fine. And then on the top, she wants natural. So she's the type of person you don't even want to create big brows. You follow her natural brow as is. So the top, we're looking for where the top of her brow starts and the size. I'll put it here. I'll put it here. Right?
Yeah.
Because that's where most of the starting brow is. And then the arch. This was the brow we picked. I was going to look here, but I realized this is what I chose. So I'll take my highest point here. The highest point of the brow, you know, there's always some extra hair outside the brow. Those baby hairs, the fine hair. You know, if it's too outside the arch, don't pick it. The only annoying thing about this string will be that it's not a string. It's like weird. You see, I took that baby hair out. I feel like if I take it from the baby hair here, it will be too big. So I put it on where bulk of her arch is. And then make sure my hand is straight. And then measure the same thing there. You get it? Now, one thing to make sure you're doing something right is look at this box and this box. Look at this box and this box. Do they both have the same size?
Yeah.
If they do, you're good. Now we're done with, so we found everything we want. We have point A. That's when this comes in. We have point, all the points. Right? Remember on the arch, every single time I told you guys to choose a point you want to put the arch on. Here there's hair, so it's easy to put the arch on. So I'm following where her natural brow falls. This is the brow we chose, so I'll take it from here. I'll put the arch here. Right? And to find the point on the other side, I will just touch here, take it across.
Oh, I like how the line was so straight and matched.
Yeah. So when you get that, and if that is, even if you make a mistake here, another thing that will another thing that will arrest you on the way is when you're intersecting your point. You realize that when you're trying to intersect this side, it won't intersect correctly in the middle. That's another way that will tell you this point, maybe you didn't place it right. And then now, remember when I asked you asked me, where do I start drawing brow from? And then I told you guys, I start connecting from the top because that is where I have all the points. Now, we are looking for the arch. sorry, her lower arch, because we have the top.
Yeah.
The lower one, you remember every time I told you guys that we'll extend these lines down into the hair. You remember, right? And then now you need to find where you want to curve. There's so many hair. She has hair, like she has good hair. So I want to turn here. That's where I'm capturing bulk of her hair. But that could also change. That's why I don't draw the brow starting from the lower part, because it might change. So I won't make the point here yet because I'm not sure. We'll put that down and then grab our ruler. You guys see how quick it is to draw a brow? So now ruler. You can use string and ruler. Which one do you guys want us to use?
Can you show us? Okay,
String,
Yeah.
string.
But after show us both ways, just
Okay.
in case.
So I would just because I've used this too much and I want my lines for the brows to be very vivid. So I would take from here and touch here.
Also to this point, to the middle point.
And then to the middle.
Okay.
So from here, and always extend it to the middle. I'm recording.
I want to take a picture of that. Okay.
But why do you have to take a picture of that too? You've been practicing it.
Yeah, the measurement, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's recording. So you take from here to the middle point. This point is nothing. It's just wherever the first point hits, let it go to the middle. The next time is I will take the string and do the same thing. But since you guys want to see it both ways, we'll use the ruler. So if it was the ruler, I would have done from here. You see how I turned the ruler? From here.
Yeah.
And I'll hold it. And this one I said, when you're dropping it, drop it gently. Because when you leave it, it's her eye. Just be careful. So you drop it carefully, and then I'll take the pencil and make the same line. And it should be the same thing. I just don't want to see double lines on my work, that's all. And then now I'll take from this middle point, right? You see I told you I need it to intersect. So I'll put it on the intersection. Find this next point here. And then try and find the next point here too. Do you get it? Yeah. So then you see it hits all the points. Hold my ruler down like that, softly. And then start my point from the middle, extend, and take it up. It's the same thing using a thread. So whichever way you feel comfortable. And I've been using the ruler for some time now, so I feel comfortable with using the ruler. So then I will put the ruler. Actually, this is
Which one do you prefer, the ruler?
I like using the ruler.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just in love with this ruler. It's weird. So this is the brow I love. So I always take everything I do from this brow. So I'll put it next from here to here, and then extend it up. String is fast. The thing about string is it's fast.
Yeah.
Because ruler, you need to be adjusting it.
So from here to here, right?
Yeah, you're just connecting the dots at this point. So whichever dot you created, so you did from here to the first line, so it'll be from tail to the second one. So string is quick because you can just do this, do that, and then just extend. But ruler, after you do that, now you have to take a pencil, make sure your hand is on it well, make sure it's on all the points.
But do you find the ruler more precise?
Honestly, it's the same.
Same?
It's just my mind is wired to use a ruler every time, but this is fast.
The same way you get the intersection, yeah, there must be an intersection.
Another intersection on the top too.
The top is for
the arch, the higher arch and the lower arch. So the intersections just make you know that you got good measurements. And so I will take from intersection again, move this, touch the second and touch the base. If it was wrong, if I didn't find the correct one here, you realize that if I had intersected, it would never intersect the white line. And that's the truth. It would never intersect. Next, so we found this to here. You guys realize that we haven't finished drawing the part, but we already almost have a shape. So you remember I chose this side for my curve, and I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted. So now that I've started drawing, I know what I'm looking for. So now you do this. You remember I was telling you, if you do this line, some people will end up doing straight lines like this. But you have to adjust your string well and find a correct point you want. So I want the bow to go up like this and drop. I don't go straight. I would turn it here. You see, I wanted to hug most of her hair down there, and I want to be almost on the hair, so, or outside the hair. So right. Oh, I think I remember the reason why I like using the ruler. The ruler, because I was using a pencil, I used to get visible lines. But the thread, when it gets to a point, I can't see my line, like that side. Okay. So then it gets annoying trying to see my line. So I like where it hits there. I chose, like, I'll just, to find that point here, we do the same thing. Just go around, do that, and then I made a little dot, like, line there. So I'll just make my dot on there.
So you did something to find this point again, yeah.
So you see, we are finding the lower arch. Now we found the upper arch by doing that. Now that you remember this point, I just chose it from my head because I was looking at the brow shape. So then now I will just put it on this straight and then cross it straight to the other side. It's just, it's so no one ever said it's precise.
The top line, it has to hit
no, it's not. It's my method of doing it, and it has been working. So I put it here, find the intersection, and take it across.
Okay.
But sometimes it's never always the intersection. Sometimes too, I take it across this, and you see it will still hit. Sometimes too, I could use the lower button. As far as it's going through 2 points directly, it will hit. But I tell myself, Stephanie, keep your hand as straight as possible. And I'm looking at it and I think this is straight. If it's not straight, when you're done, you will see it. So next, we do the same thing here. From here, middle point here, here to there. Right? And the annoying thing is, now the string has lost its color. So it's hard to see. In this case, if you want to grab a new string, you can grab it. But if I was using a ruler, I wouldn't have to stress about that. That's the difference. Right? Now you see there's double lines created. Like there's a lot of like double line. So you see me grab a fine Q-tip and then wipe the extra line at the end. Right? Now, tail. Take it from here to here to here, and I'll still extend it to here. You get it? You guys get it? So you think I'm moving her skin, but I'm actually not cutting hair. Like, I'm moving really gently. So I extended it to the middle. On this side too, you do the same. Right? And then we have the brow. Next thing, I just make my lines darker. So you see how I stretch her skin, because it's hard working when the skin has a lot of skin. So you see me pull her skin up gently and stretch. I'm just making the line darker. Right? And then right? And now it's time to curve. You guys remember, we need to curve the brow. We can't leave it like that. So you guys see it? Yeah. And then I'll curve here too, between the curve. And then now, I'll just check and see if I like it. What do you guys think about the shape?
Yeah, it's nice.
Right? So we literally just connected points and got a shape from that. And so we'll come to this side and curve too. But right now I'm looking at 10. I have a feeling something is wrong because this bar is already looking big for me. You see it, right? Like it's wide. So look, as I'm looking here and I'm looking here, and this side feels big.
Okay.
So I was checking something here and I realized that the line I drew wasn't passing through the white line. So now I'll get it to pass through the white line and see.
Yeah.
You see that extra space up there? So once you do something wrong or you make a mistake somewhere, we'll catch up to you. That's why don't worry. I'll clean the double line. And mostly this thing is good to do that because it cleans a very fine line. It doesn't do too much, right? And then I'll use my pencil to, oh sorry, I got missing. So I will just do it again. Right. And then I'll use my pencil to get the line. Right? And don't worry, if something is not straight, when I stand up, I'll see it and correct it. So, and I'll do my curve. So because I was touching something, I want to make sure the curve too hits the exact point, right? Because there's so many things happening here at once. And so I'll do the curve. And then right, and I know this, the lines are not straight yet, but what matters is you got a base shape. Like you literally got a base shape. So now one thing that makes your brow not look nice is you don't see the shape very well because of hair. So at this point, that's when you see me take off the excess hair I don't need. So I brush your hair forward, and then you see, you cannot clean the brow when there's softness. You want it to be lying flat. So
Do you want to come here? Is it short?
Oops, sorry, it's okay.
So you see me stretch, because if I try doing this, her skin is too soft in my car hair. So you see me stretch, so I get it flat, and I just use the tip of the razor blade to clean the hair. It's something you get used to too, because I find people feeling uncomfortable to clean off the hair. And you can't tweeze, you can't wax, you can't pluck. And I take everything, any hair on my line, because you'll be outlining on that line and you don't want any hair to be in your way when you're outlining. So make sure you take your time because you might cut your clients too, right? Once you're done, you brush it off.
So Steph, you can only do this after drawing, right?
I do that after drawing. Some people say clean the brow first before you draw. But what if you clean the brow and you over clean it? Like over waxing it, right? So I think honestly, that's what works for me. And whilst you start doing it, if this doesn't work for you and you find out that cleaning the brow first works for you and it gets you to your goal, do that. And then, because when I do this, I feel like it gives me the maximum results in keeping most of her hair, because now I don't have to go and clean anything inside the shape. I only clean everything outside my shape. And this is what you call not really natural brow, because it's literally sitting on the border of a brow, right? And we'll come here to turn her and do the same thing. It takes a lot of getting used to. Okay, this will be easy, right?
Yeah, because I have a demo planning razor.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring it tomorrow. I'll show you to tell me if it's okay to use it.
As far as it's a brow razor and it can take off hair
Yeah,
without
nice
cutting
blade.
hair,
Yeah.
you're good.
It's not a razor, it's a blade. It's nice.
No, as far as it's good, I'm good.
Okay.
As far as it's not waxing, tweezing, you could use AB. Alright, so now that I'm done cleaning it, it makes me see if, this is gonna be annoying. That's the only annoying thing about that. But Miss Nicole's on, the difference is hers is actually a thread. So you see, it doesn't work like.
Is this like here and here? Okay.
No, I'm not coming to look at it. Like, I just finished cleaning the brow, so that's the point where I kind of look at the brow again and make sure. And at this point, I'm looking at the brow. They're almost the same in shape. It's just one is bigger than one. Sometimes in making that decision, I give the option to my client, because I literally got a shape. It's just a difference in the size, and I don't want to choose small, and maybe she might like the big one. So this is the point where I tell her, hey, I'm not done, but I have a shape. Do you want to look at it? And yeah.
One eyebrow longer, I know that already.
Oh no, they're both equal.
Oh, that is nice.
But this is slightly bigger than this one. Look at it, especially at this side, just the curve and the tail. This tail is a little bit bigger, like the space here is a little bit bigger than the space here. Which one would you, which one do you
They
like?
look the same to
You
me.
see?
That's why when I got mine, it's like it's bigger. I'm like, it looks.
And it looks exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same shape.
yeah.
It's just something. It's just I know this side is smaller.
But it's
this
because
side.
this side has less hair. Is
Yeah,
that
but
why?
I could, if you choose which side you like, I could. The only thing I need to do is just make a line, just to make it a little bit bigger.
It's the same. This side just looks a little bit longer than
Oh,
this
look,
side.
the white line is the end.
Oh, okay.
All the XX line was just when I was doing my
Okay.
ruling. Yeah, the dots is where they both end.
I don't mind.
So
doesn't matter.
So I should choose.
Yeah, you.
Guys, which one is nice? No, I don't know.
Because they look the same to me.
I want to add a little bit of volume here.
I will say volume.
They look
Stand out
exactly.
down.
So I'll add just a little bit. It wasn't anything big. It was just. Right? So look. And now when she's done looking, that's when you see me start cleaning around all these dirty lines, and we'll see it well before we conceal it.
The same to me. You do your thing.
This side will confuse you because it's dirty. So I'm gonna clean around it, and then we look at it to see if it's the same. So I'm telling you, when all the students come, they're more perfectionist than I am. Like, they keep picking everything. I'm like, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm not done.
Can't wait to get mine done.
I just want my lines to be as straight as possible, as neat as possible. And you see how she said herself that I know one brow is going to be longer than one. She knows her face. Yesterday, I was trying to tell you guys, and it's this one. This brow is always longer than this one. It's mine.
Oh yeah, is it for every?
Because nobody's face
It's
is the same on
it's
each
not the
side.
same on each side.
Yeah, like sometimes it's because of even your eye. And there's some clients, some people online will show you that when you're mapping, the first line you make, the horizontal lines we were making, some people will say start from here. Because when you start in this, the inner corner of the eye doesn't match the inner corner of the eye. There's no way the person's brow can ever be equal because her eyes are not even sitting on the same lane. But that is really weird. Like it's only few people you see have that. Most people have literally both eyes on the same lane. And once it gets dirty, change it out because it's like you're using a dirty. Right, so we didn't even conceal the brow, but like it's clean. And once there's hair in my way, I take it out because it's gonna disturb me during outline. This is the long one. This is the long brush she's talking about. Yeah, it's this one. Remember when you guys were drawing and there was you who had double lines, and I was like, if there's double lines, it might make you think that one brow is bigger or smaller. That's why you guys see me go inside the brow and also straighten it out so that it doesn't look like one is big or one is small. And now, when I'm done doing the brows and I stand up, sometimes I check before I let my client stand up. So you see, she was saying that one brow is longer than one. This is the longer brow. And that, you guys seen that we measured everything. So off the bat, you know you didn't do anything wrong. Like she even knows that one side is longer than one side. So in terms of it being the same, it's just something slightly different, and I'm going to troubleshoot exactly what is throwing me off. So you see me now stand up from there because I can't see her whole face, right? So I'll do from here to here. You see, this is higher than that.
Which one is higher?
This is exactly on the line, and this is not.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come here and do from here to here, from here to here. It's literally something very minor, and I'll do from the tail to here, and then check again if we're still in line. You see, it's still in line. I will do the same thing from the lower tail up across that, and I'll check if it's still in line. So I don't wipe off my lines so quick. I need to make sure everything is the same. From here to here is still the same. From here to here is still the same. Starting point. Okay, starting point. Starting point here too is the same.
How long do you feel like it should take someone to nap?
1 hour.
An hour?
But we've done less than. Did we do?
Okay, so go. Let me see. I think it's my phone.
If you don't take your phone out of the way, me myself, I'll slap you.